Well, YouTube, Rasher O'Reilly here, Rasher's Rants. It's been a while, I haven't really been making much content since Alexander Warnick passed away. But I did say that once all was said and done, I'd be back online, and here I am. And I'm just walking past the church pub here, and the song Landslide, written by Stevie Nicks, about the passing of her father, was just playing, so I stopped here, and I just wanted to immortalise this moment. And oh, here we go. David Bowie is the next song to come on their stereo. Oh my God. Oh, I could nearly stay here all night, but I won't. I just wanted to check into the channel and just say thank you to everyone who's supported, who's watched the videos, who's liked, who's subscribed, and but I can't emphasize this enough. I wasn't saying the tagline while the stuff with Alex was going on, but like, share, and subscribe, people. It's the only way the channel can grow. And as a homeless person, I don't exactly have like massive funding to get GoPro cameras and like just equipment in general. So I've started a GoFundMe page. I'm also going to start a Patreon account, but I've started a GoFundMe. I will get back on with details of how to GoFundMe, because I want to build a really good channel, and I think that YouTube is a fantastic platform where anybody, even if you're a nobody like me, a homeless guy, barely making ends meet, I think that GoFundMe and Patreon are two great ways to make the channel grow. As I said, I pride myself on working off of a smartphone, and that's it. I mean, I don't even have a laptop or editing software or anything, which is why I tend to do 2 or 3, different angled shot videos about one story. It's just the way I got to work right now. But I'm okay with that. And I want to thank everybody for all of the love and affection and support that has been given to both myself and the rest of my homeless family during this really difficult time. Losing our dear brother, Alexander Warnick. He's a living legend, and his legend will live on long after he's gone. I want to thank his father, Greg, for being there for us during this difficult time, which must be unmeasurably and indescribably hard for him as the father, But Greg, thank you for being there for us, because more often than not the system falls short for people like us, and the fact that you were totally non-judgmental and supportive of us just for being Alex's friends and family, it means the world to us that you took time out of your life to connect with us, and I hope that will be an ongoing thing. But listen, YouTube, I just, it's important for me to say this because life is precious. Life is precious, and we none of us know what tomorrow will hold. We have no idea what we're going to wake up in the morning to, what circumstance may befall us. It's so difficult to quantify the preciousness of life when, as I said, we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We've no idea what circumstances we're going to wake up to. And that is why, I want to keep making content, and I want to do so in Alex's memory and in hope for the future. And I have a lot of hope for the future. I could be cynical and say that there is no hope for those that are homeless in Dublin, but I'm homeless 12 years now. And you know what? I still have good days. I still have bad days. And like I said, I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. And that's why I don't give up. That's why I keep on striving and keep on thriving. And, I went busking today. I went street performing today up in Ranelagh. And all being said, it was probably the quietest Saturday that I've ever played up there. But, I got by. I got what I needed out of the day. Um, and yeah, it's just who knows? Who knows? It's the All Ireland final tomorrow, so maybe that's why it was quiet today, because people are reserving their financial fortitude for tomorrow. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's the All Ireland final tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. You know, anyone that's in the sort of international audience that in all of my less than 30 subscribers. If those of you who don't understand what the All Ireland is, it's the final for Irish sports, which are played in other countries but are not known really. You know, they're played by Irish people in other countries. You know, Irish migrants will set up teams and play our sports. We have hurling and we have Gaelic football, which are the two coolest sports on the planet, if you ask me. You know what I mean? I'm not a soccer guy. I have no time for soccer. It's played by fairies, and you know they're all a bit too delicate for my liking. You know what I mean? Irish sports are the best sports in the world, and anyone who says any different, you're entitled to your opinion. You just happen to be wrong. But yeah, so the All Ireland final tomorrow. I'm going to go back out street performing tomorrow. I'm going to do my best to oh, look at this. I'm just outside my favourite sex shop here, and we've got an Elvis with a rainbow hat on. We've got Betty Boop, you know, everybody knows Betty, and there she is in a more sort of dominatrix kind of outfit. But myself and my beloved Brittany, who I've spoken a lot about, and she'll kill me for even mentioning her name now, but yeah, we spent some good money in there. But I'm just coming around towards my hostel. I'm going to go back in for the night, and I just wanted to kind of mark this and say that it's a privilege to be Irish. It's not something to be taken for granted, being Irish. You know, whether you were born on this island or whether you came to this island and gain citizenship, you know, it's a privilege. It's a privilege. Sorry, gents. Sorry. Thank you. But no, it is. It's a privilege to be Irish. It really is. And I think we are very lucky. We are blessed to be on this island, because things could be far worse for us. You know. Sorry, it got a bit noisy there as I turned the corner. But it could be far worse for all of us. You know. We could be in Syria, God forbid, you know what I mean? We could be in Ukraine. We could be in places where there is no support network, where there is no social services, where there is no medical card, where there is nothing that can lift you up when you're down. And that's why I say it is a blessing to be Irish, you know. As much as from time to time that I feel like I want to get off this island, I do not take it for granted. I'm very grateful to be Irish. And I'll say it loud and proud, you know what I mean? I fucking love being Irish. In all my travels all over the world, I've always been received well as an Irishman. And particularly being an Irish musician, that kind of adds kudos to the pile, you know. Being a musician is one thing. Being an Irish musician travelling around the world is another thing, and it's done nothing but give me broader horizons. It's allowed me to live a life that without music and without being Irish I wouldn't have had, you know. But I just want to say a big shout out to all my family. I'm not going to start listing off names and stuff like that, but you all know who you are. You know, my sister, aka my best friend, Sausage County, right? You know, I said I wasn't going to list names, and here I am. You know, my brother, Gareth, don't fuck with me, Kieran. You know what I mean? And there's so many more. There's so many more people, you know. There's Mammy Sarah, about to drop the baby. You know, her and Owen, going to have a baby soon, you know. My little brother, Gareth, don't fuck with me, Kieran, is on the baby train. Him and his missus are expecting, and yeah, it's just there's something really invigorating about new life. about the possibility of endless possibility, and that's what new life brings us, you know. Um, and I've had, as we all have in our little homeless family here in Dublin, we've all had a very, very tough few months between losing family members to, dying before their time, all the way through to weird shit. I mean, I was adopted at birth. I came from the Magdalen Laundries, and my mother did what she felt, and I agree with her, was the best thing to do, was to give me up so that I could have a stable family environment with two people that couldn't have kids of their own. And I met that woman who brought me into the world this year, in the lead up to Easter of this year. I met her for the first time at age 47. And I kind of finally had all those questions answered. Who am I? Who do I look like? Who do I take after? Who do I talk like? Who do I act like? Whose sense of humour have I? Whose mannerisms have I got? Things that people from a biological family unit take for granted. And I got all those questions answered this year, which I'm eternally grateful for. I know that I kind of look like my mom, and that I kind of have my dad's kind of outgoing sense of humour, and the fact that I'm a performer and all that all comes from him. My love of cars and bikes, that's genetic memory, because, that was not something that was encouraged in my adopted household. But yet it was something that I was drawn to, and it turns out my father was a mechanic, So there's this whole thing of nature over nurture, or nurture over nature, which is more valid. And I think that they're equally valid. That's the conclusion I've come to, that nature and nurture are in the same wheelhouse, Sláinte, by the way, folks. A little bit of Mexican beer here, nice Corona. God, I'm going to get copyright for that now. I don't particularly care, because how can you sue a homeless person who's got nothing? And when I say got nothing, I mean financially. I've got nothing. In terms of family and a sense of belonging, I've got it all. There's another video I want to make about a certain celebrity. But that's another story. But I know I'm kind of rambling here. I've had a weird day. I've had a weird day, and I like sharing. I like sharing my trials and tribulations with you, YouTube. I like talking to you guys, whoever you may be. Those who watch my videos, those who don't, those who subscribe, those who don't, those who like and share, and those who don't. It's a wonderful platform to have YouTube there for anybody, regardless of your circumstances. It's wonderful to have access to a platform that, via the miracle of the internet, we can all share our viewpoints, our ideas, our beliefs, our strengths and our weaknesses, our successes and our failures, and it's such a great platform. So right now I am puckering up and kissing YouTube's ass, because thank God for YouTube. In lieu of me actually having, a physical person to talk to about all this stuff, it's great that I can just rant. I mean, that's why I called my the subheading of my page is Rasher's Rants, Rasher O'Reilly at Rasher's Rants, because I do like to rant. And there was a time when I had a sort of a captive audience of people, 6 days out of 7, that I could rant to, and that herd has thinned out so much, so quickly, and there are elements of it that I really wish I could talk about that I can't, just because I have to respect and protect other people's privacy. But suffice it to say that my ability to trust the female of the species has been irrevocably damaged. And not just down to the actions or words of one female, but all of them. I do have some women